So there's bats flying around. Hopefully you can see us good. We're sitting on the porch.
Might see a bat take us away.
There's one flying over our heads. There's another one just came in.
Might get pooped on.
Yeah, maybe. Never know, I guess.
I never noticed that many
There's
before.
3 bats.
Wow.
It's pretty cool. It's getting pretty dark, as you can tell in the camera. It's still letting a fair bit of light in. And our siding on our house is white, so that helps.
Yeah.
But the bats out, that's pretty cool. They're eating bugs. They
need more bugs.
I've read somewhere that a bat will eat its own weight in bugs per day. And there's 4 of them flying around right now, so. But I can see maybe more than that.
Well, they need to get fatter.
Anyhow, we're not talking about bats. They're pretty cool to watch. Anyhow, we're going to talk about a little bit about trying to get ready for winter.
Yeah.
It's almost too late in the year now to think about your winter garden, fall garden, depending on where you're at. So for us, we already have our kale in the ground already. Onions we have some onion sets left over from the spring that we didn't sell. They're still good, so I ain't worried too much about that. But we are going to need to put some lettuce. I'm not sure what else we'll put, but definitely lettuce. Probably radishes. If we have any radish seeds, we'll direct sow those in the cattle panel greenhouse. But it's definitely time to start thinking about winter prep and what you're going to have growing in the winter.
It's right around the corner.
It's closer than you think. At least here, anyways, we got about 5 to 6 weeks before our average first frost, which is too close, especially when the day was probably 85 or so outside.
It was hot.
Very, very hot. So we are tomorrow morning, bright and early. We're going to move, or actually be dark and early. We're going to move the chickens to their winter place, to their winter area, which we just did it over there. Only last week, one day, I did a video about taking the bricks up from the old patio, and picking out the chicken area. So it's ready. We finished it up just minutes ago, actually, and it's called Labor Day for a reason, right? So we've been laboring all day. Of course, today's Sunday, but we're going to labor a lot tomorrow too. But that's a different story.
Yeah.
But it's definitely time to start thinking about it. We got compost, we got wood chips, we got some tarps that's coming. Normally we tarp our gardens. Last year we did cover crops. I didn't like that as much as the tarps. I like the tarps better.
And we got the big heavy duty silage tarps.
Yeah, we got silage tarps. So when it's time to put them in, we'll be good.
Yep.
But we're going to go through into some detail when we start doing winter prep. Depending on what part of the country you're in, I guess, depending on what you would do, depending on what your habits are. Me personally, I like to get stuff out in the garden earlier than I'm supposed to. Supposedly, to some people you talk to in this area, they think you ain't supposed to plant till late. But if the ground's good and worked up, which ours will be worked up before we put it to sleep for the winter, you can go out. If you tarp it, you can go out whenever you want to and pull the tarp back, and it's ready to go. So that's one thing. And last year, like I say, I did cover crops, and they didn't. I fought them a little bit. Actually, I fought them a fair bit to get rid of them before it was time to plant. If you tilled, you'd be all right. I don't till, so it's a little bit
way harder.
Yeah, and I put the chickens into one garden just so they could take care of the winter cover crops. And they did all right on it, but I still fought them a fair bit. But the big garden, I fought it hard. Hopefully you can still see us. It looks like it's getting kind of dark in the G-finder. So we're going to talk a little bit more. We're going to go into some great detail on winter prep for us in this area, what that means to us. We did start a video on our winter chicken area. We're going to finish it in the morning when we move them.
Yep.
So think that's going to wrap us up here. It's dark out, unless you got something you want to say.
I don't think so. I'm just resting. It's been a long, hot day.
It's been a long, hot day.
So.
Yep. Her parents,
Happy Labor Day, everybody.
Yep. Her
from
parents
DHT Nursery.
Her parents came up and we smoked the pork loin and wrapped in bacon. It turned out pretty good. We had watermelon and all that stuff. Macaroni
so we
salad.
rested for a little bit today.
We did. We rested from about 4:30 till 7 when they left. 7:30, somewhere in there.
Somewhere in there.
And right now it's a little after 8. So
yeah.
But it's time to go in and get a shower and call it a day. So that's what I'm going to do. So
Me too.
Till we meet again, take care and God bless.
See ya.